Hey, it's Bryan Leonard here for another baseball winner for us. Hopefully today, ugly game yesterday for us. The Mets. Let's look to bounce back today as the Mets really didn't play yesterday. Unfortunately, there was only 3 games and we had to put up something for you. And let's do better today. We've got a full card today of Major League Baseball, and we're excited about this game here. We're going to take a look at the Milwaukee Brewers at the Kansas City Royals. We'll start off with the weather in this game. We've got strange weather across the nation today in Kansas City. By the way, this is a night game. We've got a lot of day games today. I wanted to give you a night game, so we got more time for this to be up, more time to handicap this game. The wind's blowing out at Kauffman Stadium tonight. And opposed to yesterday's game, if you paid any attention to Kauffman Stadium, yes, the wind was blowing out yesterday, but they have shadows in the afternoon. That had an effect on the game. This is a later game on today's card. Shadows won't be a factor. If you take a look at the weather in this one, expected runs are going to be 8% higher than normal, especially home runs, 21% more than normal in Kansas City, which is roughly about a half a home run more. So we're looking for more of an offensive game in tonight's contest. Current line on this game with Milwaukee, Kansas City. Chad Patrick going for the Brewers. He's a guy that came really out of nowhere last year and pitched very well. Avila is going for Kansas City. He is taking the place of another Kansas City starter that had to be put on the DL, or the IL, excuse me. They've changed it every few years. But Avila is going for Kansas City, and right now it's basically a pick'em game. A total of 9 across the board. And when you take a look at Leonard Avila, last year he pitched 14 innings in the majors. His strikeout to walk ratio was pretty impressive, 28.6 to 10.7. But the 10.7 is a little bit too high on the walks. In fact, last year against righties, he walked 12.9%, a little bit better against lefties. And in today's lineup, we're looking for him to face 7 lefties. So he's been a little bit better in that regard, but he's still, even against lefties, 8% walks. That is a concern here. And this Milwaukee team is a team that will take a walk and they will steal bases. So that's something we like in the Milwaukee factor tonight. When we take a look at Chad Patrick, he had a nice season last year, 122 innings pitched. His strikeout rate was 25.1, walk rate 7.7, a little bit higher than what we would like, but not overly bad. Strikeout, so that gives him like a 14.4% strikeout rate. Strikeout minus walk, like a little bit better. Against righties last year, it was over 20%. And he will be facing 4 righties likely in tonight's matchup. It was 21.1%. And then on lefties, it was 23.9% strikeout rate, 9.3% walk rate. Not as impressive, but we do like the situation here for Milwaukee. Let's take a look at the bullpens on today's game. Yesterday, we are looking at the Kansas City Royals, who did have to play yesterday. Matt Strahm threw 19 pitches. John Schreiber, 27 pitches. Steven Cruz, 27 pitches. So Urseg, the closer, is available. He only threw 7 the day before. And keep in mind, they were off on Tuesday. So he only pitched yesterday. And most of the other guys pitched on Wednesday. In fact, Daniel Lynch had 37 pitches and Alex Lang 34. So the best situation for the Royals tonight is Urseg at a closer, and maybe Nick Mears, who I liked coming over from the National League. He pitched well over there last year, and in fact, Milwaukee is very familiar with him because he was traded from the Brewers. But overall, the pitching situation for the Royals, I do have some concerns about. And let's take a look at the Milwaukee Brewers bullpen. And they were off yesterday, so everybody is available. In fact, the closer, Trevor McGill, has not pitched in 3 days. I would expect him to get into the game regardless of what happens today. The last 2 days, Uribe didn't pitch. The last 2 days, Koenig didn't pitch. And out of the last 3 days, Ashby only pitched 1 game, and that was on Wednesday. He only threw 9 pitches. So we've got a really nice bullpen set up here for the Brewers. That's where the big advantage is in this one. The Brewers should have a major advantage in the bullpen in this game. I also like Chad Patrick. And to be honest with you right now, I trust this Milwaukee Brewers team a lot more than I trust Kansas City. So to get them in basically a pickup situation on the road, I like Milwaukee here. They're a team that's played very well on the road the last few years. And this Brewers team is a team we like to bet on, and you're getting them at a great price today. So we'll go with the Milwaukee Brewers as our free play on the card today. In fact, as opposed to yesterday, which I didn't give out anything for clients, this is actually a client play on today's card. So you're getting an actual client play for free right now. If you're looking for more than just one game today, I do have a big card of Major League Baseball today. 6 baseball plays up on the site. Number 1, all time at Wager Talk in Major League Baseball net winners. I have gotten off to a slow start. I just want to let everybody know on that regard. But the last 3 days, I've broken even in Major League Baseball. So we're starting to turn it around. If you're also looking for a nice package, I do the Total Bases podcast every day with Adam Trigger and Tokyo Brandon. And you can grab 2 of the 3 of us for buy one, get one free. So it's a really good deal right now. We also have a nice special where you pay for 3 and you get 3 days absolutely free. So we're about ready to start heating up in baseball. And if you're anything like me, I take a guy who's done it for years, and this has been over a decade of Major League Baseball winners for us. Number 1, once again, at Wager Talk. So a lot of specials out there, very good specials. And let's cash this game today on the Milwaukee Brewers, and we'll be back again tomorrow. Good luck. And I do apologize for the last couple of days. We did not do well, but this is a much better card today, and we're not forced to put out a play. So this is a good one, and let's get it. And we'll talk to you again tomorrow. In fact, tomorrow's Saturday. By the way, Total Bases tomorrow on Saturday, 2 hours later than our normal show. We normally start at 6 a.m. Pacific. We're starting at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. We're going to do Total Bases on Saturday. So I won't be back on the weekend to do any free plays. But, hey, tomorrow you get me for a full hour on Total Bases, and you get free plays from the other 2 guys. So if it's too early in the morning for you normally, tomorrow's 2 hours later. And Kelly, our big promotional expert at the site, wants us to come in and do that on Saturday. Hey, we're glad to do it. We'll see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. Good luck. We'll talk to you then.